Well, hi. Today is Thursday, January 22nd, 2025. I'm Todd Studer, and this is Morning Coffee. Yep, still out on the beach, hoping to get you some updates a little bit later. Sometimes the internet is not working quite as well. And plus, to be honest with you, I don't want to lose sight of the relaxation opportunity that I have. So I will do my best to send you some pictures and get some videos posted of what's going on down where it's a little bit warmer right now. I know that very, very cold weather coming into the area this weekend, but not in Mexico, in south of Cancun or Riviera Maya. Coming up today, we have one of my favorite guests. It is Tammy Francisco, and she is with Mosaic of Western Iowa. We have some wonderful nonprofits in our area, and I know that this particular part of the world does a wonderful job of supporting them. And Mosaic in Western Iowa is doing really important work. And Tammy is in to tell us a little bit more about how things are going and how you can get involved as well. There's a big fundraiser coming up in a couple of months. Tammy's going to talk about that too. So Tammy Francisco of Mosaic of Western Iowa, our guest today on Morning Coffee. Morning Coffee brought to you by Keith Jones, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Council Bluffs. Learn how he can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com for more. Edward Jones, member SIPC. After a 2-year renovation, a true downtown Council Bluffs landmark opened once again. How do I know that? Because I'm in it right now. The Park Building, fully refreshed with new finishes, updated HVAC, and modern amenities, all while keeping the historic charm that makes this building so special. Office spaces are now available. You can get a single room office starting at just $450 a month, get you out of the house and an opportunity to actually be in your own business space. And if you need a lot more, like a full floor suite, that's just $15 per square foot. And there's also a conference room, guest Wi-Fi, flexible 12-month leases, and a location that puts you right in the heart of Council Bluffs. The Park Building, open and ready for your business. And a leak, a clogged drain, or a big remodel, that is no problem for Waldstein Plumbing in Council Bluffs. They've got you covered with fast, reliable service and expert craftsmanship, handling everything from small repairs to major installations. They're locally owned, and they are trusted, taking pride in doing the job right the first time. Residential or commercial, big or small, when plumbing problems strike, call Waldstein Plumbing. Visit waldsteinplumbing.com. Well, Tammy, we haven't actually done an interview this time of day because we have different lighting right now. I'm still learning where the sun is when I'm in the
Okay.
studio. Hey, this is Tammy Francisco, and she is with
Hello.
Mosaic. And I always love when I have an opportunity to either hear you speak or have an opportunity to have a conversation with you because you're just so much fun to talk to.
Thank you, Todd. I feel the same way about you.
Well, thank you for that very much. We've had you on shows before, but for those who maybe are new to the program and didn't see the last time that you were on, tell us a little bit about what Mosaic is and what it is that you do.
Okay. Well, first, I'm Tammy Francisco, and I'm the Community Relations Manager for the Western Iowa Agency Territory for Mosaic in Western Iowa. My territory spans from Council Bluffs up to Sioux City, over to Denison, and all parts in between. So that's what I do for Mosaic. I get out and I get into the communities and I spread the word about Mosaic, the services that we provide, and the good that we do in the community. Now, for Mosaic itself, we are a faith-based agency, and we work for those with intellectual disabilities. So that's the population that we serve. We serve persons with mental health, behavioral health concern, traumatic brain injury, and any other intellectual disability that could be encompassed by that bubble.
Mhm.
Those are the folks that we serve.
So, by saying that you serve, what are some of the services that they can receive from you?
So our main service is, and this is going to be kind of it's a new concept to some areas. We in Western Iowa do not have any group homes. We have transitioned all of our persons served from our group homes to our Mosaic at Home program. That Mosaic at Home program is a shared living program where the person served comes and lives in the home with the family.
Mhm.
And we chose that direction because the research says it's a better outcome for everybody in the home. We also serve in a program in Council Bluffs. It's homegrown Council Bluffs. It's called our Intermittent Services Program. And the Intermittent Services Program allows persons who just need some help. So, not 24-hour care, not 24-hour service. They just need X amount of hours during the week, 4 to 24 hours of care, hands-on care within the week. And when I say care, it's just assistance. You need help with your figuring out your finances. You need help figuring out how to pay your bills. You need help figuring out how to work the appliances in your home. Whatever you need, the intermittent services coordinators provide for you.
So your job is to go to different places and help spread the word. I'm assuming you've got people in place that are recruiting families to be
Yes.
hosts. You have other people that are maybe an entry point for folks that need services.
Right. So you've met a couple of them. You've met Michelle Lillard. She is our community outreach coordinator. So she is the person who recruits persons to become Mosaic at Home providers. And so she has the same area agency territory as I do. And so we work together we work hand in hand to spread the word about our services. So a lot of times when you see us, we'll both be there. You've also met Wendy, and Wendy is she is the supervisor of our intermittent services program. So Wendy Height is our supervisor. You've interviewed her once before as well. And so she's the person that our Mosaic liaisons, for lack of a better term, they go out and they help assist our persons in our intermittent program.
How many times when you go and speak with someone about Mosaic, is this the first time that they're hearing about it?
It's not so much that this the first time they've heard about Mosaic. It's probably more often the first time that they've understood the different programs that we offer to the detail in which we provide when we go out. So both Michelle and I do what we call, well, I'm primarily responsible for doing the Discover the Possibilities tour. And a lot of times Michelle will assist me with those, but that's when I come out and I share with you not only the history of Mosaic, the current happenings of Mosaic, and our future direction for Mosaic. So that's when you find out a whole lot more detail about Mosaic. A lot of times when I do a presentation, I share a story about those we serve, or sometimes they accompany me, and so you can hear directly from them about how they appreciate the services that they are receiving from Mosaic.
You obviously funded needing either grants or donations in order to be
Mhm.
able to keep things going. As it, I remember one time that we spoke, and it was surprising what some of the needs were that was going on out there. Things that you ordinarily wouldn't think about, but the folks that you were serving, they
Mhm.
had some just very simple things they needed taken care of.
So let me just share that all of the donations that come into Western Iowa are for those we serve in Western Iowa. So if you give me $10, your $10 will go toward the assistance of someone in Western Iowa. We've had a lot of different concerns. We've had grandiose concerns as far as well as just everyday concerns. Just the other day, we assisted one of our persons with their monthly medications. And so they went to get their medications this month, January, and the cost jumped up tremendously. What we found out was that the coupons that were used for his medications expired December 31st, and there were no other coupons issued. Now, who pays attention to that? No one does. And so he had decided that he was just going to go without his medications until our Mosaic person stepped in and said, absolutely not. Those donations that you give, this is what they're for. And so when we made the call, we had the transaction authorized. We went ahead and we paid for his medication for the month. It doesn't stop there. Now our Mosaic person is going to go and track down, figure out, are the coupons even available for 2026? If they're not, are there other resources that would benefit our person served? And so it just doesn't stop there. We just don't just pay for things and not do any additional research to see if we can eliminate this or prepare better for the cost the next month. So
you and I did not have a pre-interview here to discuss some different things, and so I'm going to ask you a question. I don't know if you know
okay,
the answer to it or not.
okay.
How many people is Mosaic in Western Iowa serving now? Do you know about where that number
We're
is?
about 90 people.
90.
Now you got to remember, my agency territory is pretty large.
Uh-huh.
So yes, about
So
90.
does that run the entire western side of the state from Missouri to South Dakota, or
Just Iowa. So I go my Council Bluffs area all the way up to Sioux City over to Denison. I have people in all. I have Dunlap. I have persons all over, really. Arion, just so wherever you live and you decide that you want to have someone come and you want to provide that service for a Mosaic person, we just meet you where you're at. So we have folks in Sioux City. So yeah, we're all over. Yes.
the folks that are being placed, are they able to stay fairly close to where they were oftentimes, or they have to
It is
travel a
up
little
to
ways?
them. It is
Okay.
up to our person served where they want to be. So it is a matching process. Now, Michelle is better able to explain this.
Mhm.
I'll just give you a high level
Okay.
overview. So you can say, hey, Todd, Todd says, I want to become a Mosaic at Host Home family. Great. You don't just get to be one. There is a process, and
Well,
there's
sure.
and so once you filled out your application and have gone through whatever document is required, and Michelle is helping you all along the way, you say, okay, I'm ready, and we have a person served who says, yes, I want to go to a Mosaic host home. Then you guys meet. It's a matching process. It's not automatic. You guys have to actually like one another to continue the relationship, because ideally we want this relationship to last.
Yeah.
We don't want our persons to be moving and being in transition over and over and over again. We want the relationship to last because we know the outcomes are much better for our person served. Typically, when our person served moves into a host home program, a lot of things happen, but the most monumental thing is their medications are reduced by up to 60%.
Wow.
And that's because you have someone who is caring for you. Now, it is more like a roommate situation because our person serves are adults, and so they have the opportunity, they have the free will, but you are responsible for their care. So you go to the doctor's appointments with them. And there are some medications that our person serves are on that they no longer exhibit those behaviors. They no longer have those kind of diagnoses. And so we're able to reduce the medications. And that to me is phenomenal.
Do you think that was something that the folks in charge of Mosaic knew would happen, or do you think it's kind of a, wow, this is a great benefit after the fact?
I think they knew. I
Yeah.
think they knew. I think that our leader, Linda Timmons, she's a visionary. And so I know that she didn't go into anything happenstance. And so I believe that when she made the decision to transition our persons from our group homes to Mosaic at home, that it was a well thought out decision. So yes.
Your job is to help spread the word about
Mhm.
Mosaic wherever you can. How are you
Yeah.
doing that?
You know what? I go and I meet people and I talk. So I don't have a problem holding a conversation. A lot of times, though, I'm invited to come and speak at different ministries, different organizations. I have I use my networking groups that I'm a part of. I speak there, and so whenever I get an invitation, I just go speak. I had the opportunity for the first time ever to speak at a church in Missouri Valley.
Well, I would think that you're a faith-based organization. I would think churches would be a main source of places for you to do that. And you're saying that was the first one.
That was my first one. That was last year. I've done
Yeah.
it quite a few times
Okay.
since then, but I was scared because I'm in the Lord's house, so I didn't want to mess anything up. But what was different for me was that I was a part of the service. A lot of times when I go to a church, I'm meeting with a ministry within the church.
Right.
But this time I was actually a part of the
Okay,
service.
now that's different.
So that was different.
I can see how
Yes.
that would
Yes.
somebody invited you to actually speak on a Sunday at 10 or whatever time their
Exactly.
services were.
Exactly.
That's a different dynamic. Yeah,
Exactly.
so
So
I understand completely where you're coming from, but always looking for opportunities to be able to do that,
yes.
right?
Yes. Any ministry, any organization, any club that you're in that you believe that Mosaic will be an interesting topic for you all to learn more about, I'll be glad to come. I do on-site presentations regularly. So that is I bring everything with me. And so we just sit and we basically just have a discussion about what we do here at Mosaic.
Well, I know that I didn't know anything about you until I met you. I also know that I've learned an awful lot because of you,
Thank
because you
you.
are uh, you're very detailed in when you're talking about what it is that you do. And I talk for a living, and I've
Mhm.
done this my entire life. And so being descriptive as you are conveying a message to me is a skill that not everyone has. So I think that you are in a really perfect place for you, and using your skills that obviously you have.
Well, thank
And I'm
you.
sure you
Thank
came
you,
in with it.
Todd. It's just natural for me to be. I was raised to be an advocate. So
Mhm.
my father was always sharing with me that you need to make sure this person's okay. You need to make sure that person's okay. So my role all my life has been to be an advocate for others. And so I love to share the stories because I want you to be at the same place that I am. I want you to have the same empathy and concern and desire to partner with Mosaic as I do. So that's why I'm grateful to be able to go out and share the stories for the people that we serve.
Let me ask you a question about that, because for me, I didn't fully realize all of the lessons my dad instilled in me until later.
Mhm.
And I'm still not 100% convinced that it was his intention specifically to instill that. I think it was just more, this is who he was, so I
Mhm.
just kind of picked it up. Did you know that right away as a young person, or was it something you learned later?
I So my father recognized that I had a mouth. And so he said and he told me, he said, "You need to use your words for good." And so, no, I didn't fully understand it at the time,
Mhm.
but I have always excelled in positions where I could advocate for others. And even if the example that I'm using is my child, know that I'm not doing it for my child. I'm doing it for others. And so I have always felt strongly that I was going to use my mouth for good. I'm choose my words accordingly to benefit others, not just for me.
It's
So,
a lesson that, well, I've heard Tony Robbins speak about it, that anytime if you're really feeling overwhelmed with your problems, go do something for somebody else.
exactly.
Get out of your own head and go help someone else solve something that they are going through. And it works.
It does.
I
It
have done
does.
it. You get to do it every day.
I do. I so enjoy what I do. I so enjoy spreading the word about Mosaic. I enjoy meeting the people that we serve, and I truly enjoy planting the seed. So if you don't know about Mosaic, let me tell you about Mosaic because at the end of the day, I want you to fall in love with Mosaic like I've fallen in love with Mosaic. And if you do that, you will always care about Mosaic. And you can care. Yes, of course, we're seeking donations to make sure that we have a sustainable program for those we serve. But if you don't give money, give time. If you can't give time, give opportunity. So if you can't do if you can't make a gift, come and volunteer with me. I have our annual fundraising event coming up May 7th. May 7th is from 8 to 9 in the morning, and
Mhm.
it's over at St. John Lutheran Church, right down the street.
Here in Council Bluffs. Yeah.
Exactly, 633 Willow Avenue. So it is May 7th from 8 to 9. I need help putting that on. I need help filling the room. So if you don't have a donation, then give me your time. Come and volunteer with me. If you don't want to volunteer, then give me an opportunity to go and speak to a organization, a group that you're with, so that I can share the word about Mosaic. So there's a lot of ways to help me spread the word about those that I serve.
I know right where that church is because that's my polling place. That's where I vote.
Exactly. Yes,
So,
and they everything that event is free to come to, but I do need to make sure that we meet I want to build a relationship with you because I don't want you to just come and drop off a donation. I want to build a relationship with you. I want to partner with you so that you love Mosaic and you form a relationship with Mosaic even when Tammy's not around. That the goal is to remove me from the equation and for you to just to fall in love with Mosaic in Western Iowa.
I have witnessed you do that. The networking group that you and I share, you are not in there pitching for dollars every time that
Mhm.
you come on a Thursday. You share a little bit about Mosaic and what might be happening that specific time or something new that had just recently happened. And it is about building
Mhm.
relationships. And I don't care if it's a nonprofit or a for profit or what the case may be. When you are in small communities, it's about relationships and can't be fake. You can't be doing it just okay, I need to pretend to be this person,
Right.
so this person's friend. Doesn't work that way.
Especially not in Council Bluffs.
No,
No
this
way.
town will sniff that out in a second, won't they?
Exactly, exactly. You need to be transparent and truthful in Council Bluffs, and I love the relationships that I built here. I love the friendships that I'm making here, and so I truly enjoy what I do, and I'm glad that it comes across. So it's not just so much that I love what I do for Mosaic, but I love the community in which I serve. So I appreciate you saying that.
Have you been on all the side roads now enough that you feel like
I
you know them down pretty cold?
I do pretty well, except for I don't even know over there behind Iowa Western, over there that way. I'm still a little shaky, and then I never know how to get to anywhere on the Iowa West campus. I just go Iowa Western and go okay, and then I just start following cars. So
Yeah, I look up a building name and wait for the Google Maps to take me there,
exactly.
and it doesn't always get me there.
Exactly, and that's when you roll down the window and say, "Excuse me, can you tell me where this building is?" And everyone on campus is very, very helpful, but yes,
Boy, that
so
reminds me old school when I used to be a sportscaster. And this goes back to we didn't have cell phones,
mhm,
and I had to travel to some town that I didn't know anything about it. My first stop was always the gas station.
mhm,
And I said, "All right, where's the school?"
exactly, exactly,
And they'd look at me a little strange, and then I'd say, "No, I'm here to broadcast the game." "Oh, okay. Well, it's just down that way." Yeah.
exactly.
Football time, it was easy because all the lights were on the at the football field, and you could just follow wherever that was at. But same kind of thing. You got to ask
Exactly,
somebody,
yes, yes.
and it's people are pretty generous
Oh,
with that,
yeah,
and they'll help you.
yes,
I have
especially
found
on the
that.
Iowa Western campus, they help me quite a bit, so but, yeah, I enjoy what I do, I really, really do. I feel like I was called to this position, so I try to be very, very careful and very, very purposeful when I share about Mosaic in Western Iowa and those we serve.
So, if you had one request that you can make from folks listening right now, uh,
Mhm.
where would you put that request?
My request would be for you to contact me to give me opportunities to go and spread the message, the word about Mosaic. So if you are in an organization, you're in a networking group, you're in a ministry at church, the women's ministry, the sowing seeds ministry, the baked goods ministry,
Hmm.
wherever you are, whatever group you're associated with. My mother is in the Secret Pal Club. So if you are in the Secret Pal Club,
I don't even know what that is.
it's a secret. So, but it's a women's organization. But if you whatever organizations that you're a part of, I would love to come and share the story and the history and the happenings of Mosaic in Western Iowa, so that you can come to know the people, the persons that we serve as well as I do.
Is there a website where people can send you a message and reach out?
Mosaicinfo.org
There we
is the
go.
website. Yes,
So just go to mosaicinfo.org and learn a little bit more. Reach out
exactly.
to Tammy, and she's not she's wanting to just meet you and share the word.
Exactly.
Let the financial side take care of itself.
I believe that if I build the relationship, the gift dollars will come. But
Mhm.
you're not going to give to money to anybody that you don't care for. And so I don't do it either. But if I
Mhm.
build a relationship with you and I understand you and I like you, I'm more inclined to donate to your cause. So if you go to the website mosaicinfo.org, you have to look for Western Iowa because we have agency territories all throughout our Iowa. So you have to click on Western
Okay.
Iowa, and then you'll find me, and then you'll see Tammy Francisco.
Well, a little bit of a taste of what it's like to hear from Tammy Francisco when she comes in to speak to your organization. I'm telling you, it you'll enjoy it. And I
Thank
know that I
you.
enjoy it when you
Well,
talk,
thank you.
and I've enjoyed you coming in here today to talk just a little bit more about this. I'm hoping it's not the last time.
Uh,
We finally got you here in the studio. Every time
Yes.
you and I talked, you're sitting in your office because it was just online. But tell me, isn't this nicer?
I love the studio. I don't know that it's nicer because you have a camera staring, but once you get past that,
You
it
just
is
don't
very
look that
I know,
direction.
exactly. No, it is a very, very nice studio, and congratulations to you. This is a beautiful, beautiful office space that you have here.
Well, thank you so much
So,
for that. And again, thank you for your time. Thank you for what it is that you're doing and for the people that you're helping. And we will help spread the word any way that we can from here.
all right, thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day.
It was great having Tammy in studio this time. The other times we have visited, it's been remote, but there's something different when you can just sit across a table like this and have a conversation with someone. I like it a whole lot better, and very happy that we have this space here in the Park Building. Good morning. Start with peace of mind, and Miners Healthcare provides professional in-home support where it matters most, helping individuals maintain comfort, dignity, and independence in their daily lives. Their experienced nursing team focuses on personalized care, clear communication, and supporting families through every step of the process. It's healthcare built on trust, compassion, and real relationships. Learn more at minershealthcare.com. Technology should be working for you, not against you. And at ThinkSpace IT, they provide expert IT solutions to keep your business running smoothly and securely. From cybersecurity and cloud services to network management and tech support, they simplify IT so you can focus on what matters most. Stay protected, stay connected, stay ahead. Visit ThinkSpaceIT.com. And if you're looking for a laid-back spot with great food and even better company, the Mile Away in Council Bluffs, a family-run bar and grill, is your go-to. For mouth-watering wings, unbeatable weekly specials, and a welcoming atmosphere that feels like home. Check them out for breakfast through the week, and also check out their daily lunch specials. They're open Tuesday through Sunday. They do take Monday off because everybody needs a day off to spend time with family. On the weekends, great place to catch a game. And this is Thursday, which means one of their busiest nights. It is $5 burger and fries night, or you can get it with tots as well. And only $5 if you purchase a drink. That is a half-pound burger. I'm telling you, no better deal is in town, and it's all at the Mile Away, just north of Council Bluffs on Old Lincoln Highway. Wrapping up today's show, thank you so much, Tammy Francisco, for being our guest today. One more day to go before the end of the week. My name's Todd Studer. We'll see you then.